everyone, welcome to my channel, Elemental Origins. My name is Starr, and today I'm going to enter into the space with a sage smudge. As I was trying to set up, I actually lost something that I needed, and I feel like I was waiting specifically for the rain to just start pouring down. And as I sat down, it just got louder and louder and louder, and I feel like that's a significant message for someone, that something is going to get louder until you acknowledge it. So that's just a note. But today's reading is to celebrate, is to mark the point of Samhain, which is connected to the Druid god of death. The Celtics call it the new year, the end of summer. It's the end of harvest season. So a time to take stock of what you have and what you perhaps might be missing at this time of year. So you know for next year you want to be harvesting more before this time of year comes, so that you have enough to last you until summer, I'm hearing. And I think that's relating to business with a lot of you. Today's reading is one of many elements, everyone. I've got some oracle cards, I've got some runes, I've got some bones as well. And I put tarot and another deck of oracle by the side of me because I wasn't entirely sure if Spirit wanted me to use it. And that's also a message within itself. I think someone's really being too hard on themselves at this time, that they can't connect in exactly as they want to. But remember, we are still in shadow season. Shadow season started at the end of autumn. Started marking the autumnal seasons and ends especially in spring. We do have that potent time of the eclipse season throughout Scorpio season. But this is a long period. This shadow period lasts, half of the year, everyone. So remember that. Remember, if you are struggling to connect in, it's okay. We can't be, at full capacity at all times. That's just not possible. We move in cycles, just like Mother Earth does. And yeah, now's our time to be turning in for those of us that, are in the Northern Hemisphere. It's getting darker and darker and darker by the day. So yeah, trust in that. Trust that you aren't losing your gifts or your abilities. I think someone might be panicking, but they're just going through a state of growth. But I have lots to get through today. There were so many cards. I don't know how I'm going to fit them in. I wasn't expecting it to be such a condensed reading. But there we are. So take a minute to pick your pile, and I will go ahead with pile number 1. Hello pile 1, this is your reading. Let's see what Spirit wishes to say to you with connection to Samhain. And, all teams of light are here. I try to bring in cards to connect to all aspects of spiritual growth, not to leave anyone out. But the first card that I've got is 34. Spirit message, observe limitations. The Mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within. That's a specific message to someone. I love that. Zadkiel and Gratitude, which comes from the Atlantis Angels Oracle deck. Shake, release, heal, move on, number 27. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. The Wild Rose, sorry. I'm really struggling to put it all together. I think that's how some of you feel right now. The Wild Rose, do it your way, embrace the uniqueness untamed. And that was in reverse, and I'm going to keep it as such. I feel like there's like a scattered energy with this pile. I do good, and yeah, I'm going to keep it upright. Give me a moment with your cards, pile 1, because I feel like there is a deep tapestry being woven with regards to this Samhain celebration. I feel like you are having to be really observant about what is in your everyday life, and to practice a little bit more gratitude for where you find yourself right now. I'm hearing, think back to a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You're exactly where you asked to be at this precise moment. And, I think sometimes we always wish that we were further along in our journey, and that has to be the case. That's just how we move. We have to move with the cycles, but as soon as we hit a goalpost, we're on to the next. Like, that's who we are, as beings, as souls. We are always trying to attain the next layer, the next stage, and that is at a soul's level, everyone. Don't forget that. Every time we, come back, we have more lessons that we want to learn, and then we come back again and again and again and again for some of us. And I think we forget that when we're in the process, when we're in the pain, when we're in the struggle, we think, oh, I can't wait until I reach this bit. And then when we get there, we're on to the next bit. So the message from your ancestors, specifically with this pile, is to enjoy where you are right now and have gratitude for it. It's almost like you can't see how wonderful everything is for you right now. And I'm hearing that's because you've been in a lot of pain. There might be some things that you really wish that you hadn't gone through on this path. And yeah, with this woman crying here, it's like there was a lot of pain and you felt it straight in the heart, pile one. And they're saying, it's okay to be upset. I feel like my throat chakra is blocked as well. So I think this pain has blocked your throat chakra, pile one. And they're saying, please acknowledge this time of year and ask for their help. And I did forget to share this in the intro, and I think I did forget to share it, so that I will share it with every pile. But I channeled a specific message from the ancestors, asking those that know that they are on a specific path with regards to cleaning up their bloodline, with regards to helping their family move through karmic cycles. The ancestors were saying, call upon us, because they can help you. They see things from a higher perspective. They know your family. They know the souls that you are connected to. And they're saying, let us help you where you find yourself right now. I think some of you have gotten incredibly... you find yourself at quite a low ebb at this moment in time, pile one. And if it's not a low ebb, you just feel very confused and you don't know which way to turn. And it's because you're an expansive soul, but you're almost being held back by these karmic ties that's connected to your bloodline. And you are supposed to be doing both at the same time, pile one. And this is going to make sense for you if it's your pile. So if this message isn't making sense to you, it's not your pile. Pile one. So you might want to, pick another pile. But you are supposed to be expanding, but then also helping those around you, your family specifically, pile one. You're supposed to be helping your family move where they are right now in their journey too. You're shaking things up. Shake, release, and heal. You're shaking things up for them so that they can release too. And that's going to be the healing for all of you. And it's not saying that you don't get to move on in your journey, you don't get to move on in your path, but you chose to do this, pile one. And I think this is something that you've been not ignoring, but I think you didn't want it to be true because you have other ideas of what you want to do. And your spirit teams are saying, no, you have to turn back and look at your family and see how you can help them move forward. And, this isn't giving a handout. This isn't, telling them what to do, but just seeing the patterns and seeing what you've already healed, and perhaps just telling them that, pile one, because that's going to help them understand where you've been, where you're going, and where you've come from. I think some of you have been seeking validation from your family members for some time, and they just couldn't understand you before, but I think they're going to understand you now, pile one. So give them the time and the space to listen to you, I'm hearing. And it's almost as if, don't turn away from the difficult aspects of family. That's all I'm hearing, pile one. And I think some of you are going to be really devastated by this message because this isn't what you wanted to do right now. I think you had other ideas, but in healing this, you're going to be able to take giant leaps forward in other areas that you want to be doing, pile one. And this is definitely an expanded message of you can't see exactly where you are right now, but your ancestors can. So they're saying, let us help you, let us show you the way, and let us help make this make sense to you. Because I think there is some wounds still from your lineage that are holding you back. And in turning to look at those wounds, facing those wounds with the people that are wounded before you, is going to help you be able to break all the cycles and move incredibly fast into the direction that it's almost like that you think you want to be going right now, pile one, but I'm hearing that in healing this, you will change again. So they're saying trust, and this is what your soul asked to do. So this might not be something that you feel connected to right now, Pile 1. And I've just gone really cold, which is like my new signal that I'm on the right track specifically. But I think this is going to make you turn cold, Pile 1. I think you hearing this message is going to be incredibly triggering. I think you're going to be pretty angry with me, with your guides, to be honest. For some of you here, I'm definitely feeling that. And they're saying it's okay, because you came here because you knew you could do it. So remember who you are at a soul's level. I'm being told to take this crystal that I have in my pocket out, and I've got smoky quartz. So smoky quartz is your best friend, Pile 1, with regards to where you find yourself right now in your journey, and with regards to helping your family heal. Smoky something, or someone called Smoky, is connected to your bloodline, and that's going to be a specific message for all of you here, and it's going to show up in a very different way for all of you. But remember Smoky, is what I'm hearing. I'm being told to bring in your rune as well, Pile 1, and I hid these from the introduction because I didn't want people to pick the runes, because I know some of them, well, some of the collective out there will know what runes mean just by looking at them. So I hid this from you, so you didn't pick the pile based off a rune. Well, when I say you, I mean everyone here. But this rune is Swilo, which means sun, which means joy, which means happiness. And this is what you're going to be accessing once you start to turn around and look at the past, Pile 1. And if it's not the past, just looking at everything and everyone in your vicinity right now and how you can help those people. That is what you came here to do. You have soul contracts with a lot of people, I'm hearing, Pile 1, and you've been fulfilling them left, right, and center. But there are still more that you have to look at, that you must look at, enable for you to grow yourself. It's like you're going to be growing and healing through this process. Don't see this as, oh gosh, I came here to clean everyone else's act up, and why does that fall on me? And I'm definitely a soul that's felt that, that's experienced that this lifetime, and I thought, gosh, why did I choose this? This is incredibly difficult, and sometimes when we feel like we're not met with the reception that we're wanting, that's what it feels like. But that's what we came here to do. We came here to trigger. We came here to help others release, and sometimes we release through pain. We release with them through our pain, and that's the hardest, Pile 1. I wish that I had an easier answer for you. I wish that I could say, that there wasn't an easier solution. But sometimes through us hurting helps other people heal. And that's what you came here for, Pile 1. And that means you are incredibly strong. That means you are a remarkable soul. That means that, not everyone comes here to do this, Pile 1. And they could, but they say no because they know how difficult it is. So the fact that you said yes to this lifetime, it just shows who you are, what kind of soul you are. So if you were ever doubting if you were a nice person, if you were a decent person, if you were an honorable human, galactic and otherwise, I'm hearing, there's your answer. You came here to break bonds and cause your own pain so that you could help heal others, Pile 1. That's the ultimate sacrifice that you can grace another human with, another expansive soul with, is your pain so that they could heal. That's phenomenal, Pile 1. And please take that into consideration when you are moving forward from now on. And I'm just seeing all of this light here, and this light directly from this woman's, it's like from your tummy. So connecting to the sun energy, the solar plexus as well, is really going to help you strengthen in where you find yourself right now, Pile 1. I think that, the road has got tough, and you're contemplating or you've stopped. And to help you move forward, heart healing is going to be beneficial for you, connecting to your solar plexus chakra and tuning in. I'm seeing a bowl of water. So, what is the name of that? When you divinate into water, I cannot remember off the top of my head. So you might want to start divinating with water, making sure to cleanse your body in water, Pile 1. But you have a strong connection to familiars, to the animal kingdom. You have a real strong connection to Hathor, who is actually my mother. I don't know why I feel called to share that. So look into that. Call upon ancient Egypt. Call upon Hathor. Call upon aspects of great goddesses to help you at this time, whether you consider yourself to be a divine feminine or a divine masculine. There is something in the feminine energy, specifically the strong and feminine energy, bringing you forward and out of the dark place that you find yourself in at this time. And yeah, I didn't share this either, I forgot to, so it's specifically just for your pile. And I was connecting to the goddess Hecate, however you would like to say it. I started with saying Hecate, and that still feels relevant for me, even though some people say Hecate. But the goddess of magic, and she witnessed the abduction, the kidnapping of Demeter's daughter, Persephone, into the underworld, and she assisted in the search for finding her with a lantern. So I know that some people have very different understandings of, gods, goddesses, high priestess, that type of thing. But as long as you are tuning in for the highest of light within any deity, within any entity, you are okay, Pile 1. So there is something about you being part of a strong fellowship of warriors, like warrior women specifically. And if you resonate as being a divine masculine, you help some divine feminine warriors somewhere in some lifetime. So they're going to come in now and help you. And this is going to be a message on many meanings. This is going to mean that some people who are divine feminines are going to come in and step in and help you this lifetime in the physical aspect of that, Pile 1. Or this might be beings from the other side, from the beyond the veil, that's incredibly thin at this time. So call it in. But there are some divine feminines that want to help you, specifically Pile 1, because you helped them in a previous life. So yeah, they're wanting to show gratitude for something that you've done with them in a previous life. And now I'm seeing the Pleiadian star system. Hello, my Pleiadian babies. And I'm hearing Sirius B specifically too. So if those messages resonate for you, you might want to look into those star systems, the Pleiades and Sirius B. And there might be a connection for you. I'm being drawn to Lily Nova's activations. She does those on a Sunday, so there is lots in her back catalogue as well. I do a lot of her activations. They're really beautiful. She uses sound healing, so for those that might be looking to delve a little bit deeper in these realms, you can head over there and check out some of her content. I will link it in the description, actually. I think that might be helpful for some of you. I was really grateful when I found her content when I was very first starting out. It really resonated with me, so yeah, I will link that for you as well, those that don't know her already, Pile 1. But I'll be observant at this time, Pile 1, because I think after the dust has settled, after the trauma of this reading has sunk in, Pile 1, and my apologies, but this is what I'm hearing that needs to come through for you at this time. But once the shock of it has come in for you, I think you're going to embrace what I've shared and embrace the path that you chose for yourself, Pile 1. You chose this, so remember this. Remember this, Pile 1. And I think actually this is what you do want to heal. I think somewhere in your heart you've been aching for this healing above all other healing, which is healing your bloodline, healing your lineage. You care so much, Pile 1. And I think it's because you've been met with what felt like not care for you within specific people in your family. And this can be chosen family, this can be specific blood ties family. If you are adopted, this also relates to you too, even though they are not blood, I'm hearing. So the family that you find yourself in right now, Pile 1. And yeah, such a beautiful card. This one, the Starseed Oracle. No, not Starseed Oracle. Starseed. Yeah, just Starseed. Well, you've got double gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. And I was being drawn to, this is now I'm seeing as like a either a fairy or an angel with wings, these wings sticking out here. And yeah, so having gratitude for who you are, Pile 1, is going to help you be able to move forward. You're supposed to be in awe of yourself right now and everything you chose to do and bring forward this lifetime. And you're doing it. You've done such a great job already, Pile 1, is what I'm hearing. Second card that I've got for you is, Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. And you're ascending through this process, Pile 1. I'd be very surprised if you don't consider yourself to be a starseed. If you don't know what that is, I would highly recommend you look it up. And I think you're going to be on a wild ride for, the next few, decades of your life, however old you are. This is going to be, this will change this lifetime at least, knowing what a starseed is. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Free spirit. To be free is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. I love this quote so much. I'm so happy every time it shows up. I forget this card exists, and every time I read it and discover it again, it just blows me away. To be free, to be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. You love without conditions, Pile 1, and there aren't many souls that are awakened right now that do that. And your teams of light, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your galactic teams are saying, love you because you love everyone. And that is something to love about you. Some of you might be struggling with connecting into yourself at this time, loving yourself. So they're saying, think of all the love that you have for everyone else and turn that in as well, moving forward on this journey. Final card that I'm going to grab for you, Pile 1, is Vision. Trust in the ability to create the vision in your soul. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. And I missed out your... I think you're looking to others for your vision, Pile 1. And we all do this from time to time on our journey. You know, we look to others for guidance, for assistance, for the answer. But there is something that you haven't discovered yet that's still lying dormant within you, Pile 1. And if you can double down on your self-care, I'm hearing, if you can double down in, just loving you more, this is going to help you access your vision. I think you don't know what your vision is yet this lifetime, Pile 1. And that's okay. And it's because you haven't unlocked everything within you yet. And there is a method to the madness, I'm hearing. And I I can really feel some of you have, literally thrown your hands up in the air. You've stomped around. You've literally been so mad at me for bringing this message forward. And, my apologies in that. And I've definitely been there on my journey where I didn't know the reader, but I wanted to throttle them. I just thought, if I hear this message again, that I need to do more healing, I need to do this, I need to do that, I was like, I'm absolutely going to just cry, scream, burst. And I think that's where some of you are in this, Pile 1. I think some of you have thought, oh, okay, now this is what I need to do. And this was just your confirmation. So wherever you find yourself in either of those piles, please don't shoot the messenger. And it's so much love from your guys and your teams. They are wanting you to feel whole. I think you don't feel whole, Pile 1. That's the main message coming through. And they're saying through healing the bloodline, through healing your lineage, you're going to feel whole. And I'm going to end on something a little bit different, Pile 1. I was guided to grab these bones off a necklace that I was gifted a really long time ago. And I'm not sure if they're real bones or not. I can't actually find out. But I was told to bring these in and to cast them and to read them. And I've only done this once this week when I found them. So apologies to those that have had them. I'm going to shuffle them a bit and I'm going to cast them and read them for you, Pile 1. I think this is to be inclusive of everyone's ancestors here. Some of you resonate with the ancestry of casting bones, and I brought in the runes for those ancestors too. So give me a moment with your bones, Pile 1. That's a new phrase for me, and I'm going to read what the message is coming through your bones. You're creating a raft for your family to move forward, Pile 1. You are the safety net. You are the raft. You are the lifeline. You are the key to your bloodline. It's like you are the star in the sky. The star that guided in the Bible. The star that guides the shepherds. The stars that guides the disciples. The star that guided the 3 wise men. It's like that is you. You are that star. You are that shining light for others. And if people fall away as you continue to shine your light, they weren't supposed to be on your raft. And some of them, they have to experience a state of suffering before they want that help, Pile 1. And I think some of you have been going through this, so this is a confirmation of where you found yourself in your journey. Some people you had to leave behind so that they could feel what it felt like to drown, I'm hearing, to drown without you. So now that they know what it feels like to have you not there, they want you there. They want your love. They want your support. They want your guidance that you gave so freely. And that it's like they bit the hand that fed them, Pile 1. And now they know what you brought to them. They miss your love. They miss your support. And you know, this might be romantic. This might be friendship. This might be family. Whatever that looks like. But you are a shining light for others. And it's like you scoop people up in your arms, Pile One, and you hold them there. And when you're gone, you are felt. You are missed. And some people want to come back and say, you know, either I'm sorry, or let me help you how you helped me, or, you know, can we build something together, is what I'm hearing. So you've done so much healing already, Pile One. For some of you, this is actually just going back to where you came from to receive what you are owed. Pile One. So take what resonates. Either you're just about to embark on a journey of healing your bloodline, or you're at the end of this process and things are coming back round full circle for you, Pile One. So don't despair, those that might have been on this path for a long time already. Some of you are just set to receive, because you have healed your bloodline already, Pile One. You've done it. So you're either at the start of your journey and you know the ending, you do it, you finish it, you complete the task, and you win, Pile One. You're a winner. I think some of you are afraid to lead, to shine your light, to call yourself a winner, but you are, and we're all equal. So when you shine, everyone else gets to shine too. Remember that, Pile One. We all, every single one of us, every soul, every plant, every animal, every object, everything that exists on this planet, on this world, in the galaxies, trillions and billions far away, we are all connected, Pile One. So remember that when you shine, everyone else shines too. And those that are in the shadow, those that feel triggered, you are aiding them in their suffering to help them want to shine just as bright, to help them teach them that they can shine just as bright. And you're helping them know the way forward because you've done it, Pile One. You're an incredible soul, Pile One. So incredible. And yeah, congratulations on taking the task, saying yes, and congratulations to healing, because some of you have healed so much already. So don't feel disheartened with this message. Your teams of light are saying that they love you, and yeah, congratulations, Pile One. But that's all the messages that I've got for you today. If you do feel called to have an extended reading to be working with me, don't hesitate to reach out. Please do like, share, subscribe, share this content with anyone that you might feel will benefit from these messages, specifically connecting to healing karma, healing the bloodline, connected to ancestors. But yeah, that's all, Pile One. Thank you for trusting me to be your reader. Hello, Pile 2, this is your reading. Let's see what messages want to come through for you today for the celebration of Samhain. The first card that I've got for you is Align Your Universe, Navigation and Distractions. Interesting. The second card that I've got for you is Beneath the Surface, What's Really Driving You, True Motives and Breaking Free. Samhain and Beginnings. This is from the Atlantis Angels Oracle. In reverse, you've got Claim Your Power and 25 with Tiger Spirit. The Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust Where You're Being Led. And we've got the Rose Garden in reverse. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. And that's in reverse for you, Pile 2. And the last card that I've got for you is I honor animals with reverence. I honor animals with reverence. I don't remember this card at all, Pile 2. Anyway, that is by the by. I'm here, yeah, Dubai might be relevant to some of you. Dubai might be relevant to some of you. Give me a moment with your cards, Pile 2. I feel like there is something that is being aligned for you behind the scenes that you cannot see at this time. It's just beneath the surface. You've gone through a massive activation of late. You might have been visiting specific places of connection to divine, connection to the divine, connection to divinity, visiting sacred spaces. And you've been honoring the animal within, honoring the wild woman, the rogue man. You've been honoring this wild essence within you, and this has allowed you to come to a new horizon, Payotu. And you're just on the precipice of taking a step into the absolute abyss of the unknown, and you're terrified, Payotu. I can feel how terrified you are. I've just crossed my arms, and I don't normally sit like that, so there might be there might be an air of I was gonna say that's not even a word, of being stubborn. I was going to say stability, like stability, but stubbornity. You might have come into a state of being constantly stubborn right now with your guides, Payotu, and this might be something you've not been cognizantly aware of, but you've been blocking out your guides because you know what they are going to say and you don't want to hear it, Payotu. And it's coming through in a playful way. It's coming through in the fact that your guides are laughing because they know that you know, and you've been denying this fact that's coming forward, Payotu. So they're saying you can't hide from the truth, and this beginning is going to happen whether you want it to or not, Payotu, because it's where you're supposed to be. It's where you're supposed to be, and in your heart of hearts, you know this, Payotu. And it's such a warm feeling. It's such a beautiful path you are being led towards, but I think there is just a lot of fear at this time, Payotu, and that's okay. There is so many beings out there for you to help you, and this is why this is coming through specifically with Samhain, so that you can ask for more help, Payotu. I think you are a Payo that doesn't ask for much from others, yet you give so much. So everyone is coming through. Your guides, your teams, your ancestors are saying, ask them for more help and be open to receiving, Payotu. Receiving in all ways that help comes in for you. And this might come in, it's like in the forms that you weren't expecting or the forms that you were hoping for. But there is help around you. There is support around you. There is love around you, Payotu. And take what resonates, but I think that there might be some things that are coming back around from the past that you should look at, that you should at least be open to communicating with, open to seeing eye to eye with specific people, with specific aspects of self, and allowing for there to be a potential there, Payotu. It's like, is there potential in this? And you're going to have to trust your heart, Payotu. And this is where the wild aspect of you comes into play, because actually I think you're pretty ferocious, Payotu, and I think you've had to tame that side of self, but now something wants to come in for you where you can be as ferocious as you want to be, because it's like you're teaming up with others, Payotu. So you have the backing of others, so you can now plow ahead. It's like you get to do something because you have the help of these other people around you. And you have people to keep you in check. I'm hearing to keep you in line, whatever that relates to you. I think some of you might have been fearing your power because you feel like you might be corrupted in some way, or you feel like in other previous lifetimes you might have overstepped your boundaries within that. So if that feels aligned to you, don't hesitate to reach out with me. I do past life regression, so I can help you perhaps understand the energy of yourself a little bit deeper, and why you might be feeling this push and pull within your power dynamic at this time, Payotu. I think this might be past life connection. So if you feel the calling, don't hesitate to reach out. But I think that you've been fearing your power because you know your power, Payotu. You know your power, you feel it, you sense it, you understand it. And I think you've been wanting to bring it forward, but you've been terrified because it's like you didn't want to tear down any more houses, but the houses you already have torn down, you had to, Payotu. You had to tear them down. I'm hearing people had to listen. So you had to shout. I'm hearing you had to shout. You had to make yourself be loud. You had to make yourself be known. And, now they know who you are, Payotu. And I think that you you were actually just defending yourself. I think you were lashing out, but you were actually defending yourself, Pile 2. And you know this to be the case. You were defending yourself against words that shouldn't have been spoken about you. You were defending yourself against, it's like against the leader of another pack. It's like, I think you might have had some real conflict recently, Pile 2, but you had to claim your power. You had to claim your power, and some people weren't expecting you to put your foot down, Pile 2, but you did. And now you're in total alignment with the universe, with your soul. Your mind, body, and soul are in complete alignment. And with the Rose Garden being in reverse, with regards to innocence, forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself for some things that you didn't even do wrong, Pile 2, I'm hearing. And, always take what resonates, but the way that you are berating yourself for certain situations, you just don't know the full story yet. And that's going to come into light with you. This definitely connected to a love situation for some of you. Or something you love. It's like something you love. It might have been, I don't know, business matters, community matters, with friends, something, Pile 2. But you stood your ground with something, and you really stood for what you believed in, because that is what drives you. And if there's been a question of what is driving you, and your true motives around what you are doing, where you find yourself right now, what your interests are, where you've been guided by your star teams, by your teams of light, by your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, you are what drives you, Pile 2. And your teams of light are saying you don't listen to them sometimes, because it wouldn't matter what they said to you anyway. So if some of you feel like your guides have taken a step back, they've done that because there's no point in telling you, because you won't listen and you do what you want to do anyway. And actually what they want to tell you is what you want to do. So they're saying there's no point in saying much, because you're going to do it regardless, Pile 2. So that's for confirmation. I think you might be my person that felt like the guides had stopped speaking to them, but they haven't. They just don't need to, Pile 2, because you're going to do it, and you're doing it in right time. Sometimes our guides come in when we really need ushering, when we really need pushing in the right direction. So if you don't have communication all the time, it's because you know what to do, Pile 2. It's because you listen. Your whole body is a channel. And I received this message before sitting down, and to someone that's been wanting to connect in and channel, keep your hair down, because it's like it's an antenna for you. And I know this to be true. And practices of old, it was strength was in the hair. You don't cut your hair, male or female, you don't cut your hair. It's a sign of taking away power. Oh, what is the story? Someone with the hair, I can't remember. It begins with S, I think. But keep your hair down, Pile 2, when you're trying to channel, when you're trying to divinate, because it's like the antennas come out of your hair, and it really helps you connect in. But some of you might feel like someone brushes your hair from time to time. They might brush past you, but brush your hair. That's a confirmation. That's one of your ancestors that you've been asking to connect with you. If you felt like someone's touching your hair, brushing your hair, they've been making themselves known to you, specifically in bedtime. I'm hearing like someone's been stroking your hair in bed, and you've woke up thinking, oh, I wish they were here to do that. They were doing that for you. That's why you woke up thinking about it, because they were with you. Oh, that's such that's made me want to cry. Pile 2, that's so beautiful. You have a real strong connection with everything, Pile 2. There's no veil between you and everything else, and I think that might surprise some of you, but it's because your whole body is a vessel for connection, for divination. And this is something that I've only just come into the understanding of about myself. Is that my whole body is a channel, my whole body is a vessel of connection, and it's the same with everyone. But you are super sensitive, Pile 2. You're super sensitive to the point where you just looking at someone, or pointing a finger is something. It's like something real powerful. So don't be afraid of that, because it's not turned on at all times. But sometimes, I think you do things and you think, why did I do that? Or you move something, and actually you just moving something in someone's home or in a specific place. It's like you do things like maybe like really systematically, Pile 2, or I don't know. It's hard to bring through what I'm trying to say, but it's like you sometimes touch things and you don't know why you touch it. It might be really inappropriate to, I don't know, touch someone's hair, or stroke someone's hand at some point, or like grab someone's hand, but you do it, and that is how you give them a message, I'm hearing. Or you might fix someone's collar, or tuck the label in of their clothing when you see it, or something like that, Pile 2. But that's how you give them a message. You touching them is just a way to give them a message from their spirit guides, their spirit teams. And yeah, it's like you're going to start to see this more about yourself. You're going to start to see that, yeah, it's like you behaving inappropriately in some situations, Pile 2, was actually you giving messages to someone through like their spirit guides. I'm seeing someone like touch someone's face when you felt like you shouldn't have done that. It's like someone you didn't know that well, and even the person might have been like, why did you do that? But that was you giving them a message in some way, Pile 2. Yeah, confirmations of the horns, and that's so funny. You're just a power bank, Pile 2, is what I want to share. You're a power bank, that's what it is. You're like a battery, you're like a power bank. And I do have a rune to share with you as well. I kept them from the intro because I didn't want people to pick the runes based off of their knowledge, so I didn't want that to sway people. But the rune that I've got for you was Fiora, and it was in reverse, which is connected to abundance, to wealth, and yeah, it means castle. And you've decided to take the path least traveled, Pile 2. That's what this understanding is. You've decided to take the path least traveled, and this means that you are going to receive your abundance this lifetime because you said yes to you. You said yes to the path. You've been claiming your power. You've been shattering systems. You've been saying no to people. You've been standing up for what you believe in, and you are creating this new earth. You're connected to the ascension process. You're connected to, us ascending into higher level beings, us ascending into this new planetary system, being part of the galactic system. This is your lifetime to do those magnificent things, Pile 2. So don't be ashamed of the past. Let go of guilt, let go of shame, let go of standing up for what you believe in and feeling like you shouldn't have, because you were supposed to do that. And I think you just triggered people, Pile 2. So don't be shameful, and be prideful but not boastful. And I'm hearing you already are, but someone just needed to hear that just to make sure you're not boastful. You are full of pride of yourself, and that's a good thing, Pile 2. And we've got the tiger here, but I'm like seeing a lion, but it's like you were supposed to stand out. Tigers stand out for their stripes, for their black and white aspects, for their power, for their shadow, for their piercing eyes, for their, how they own a different power to the lion, but no one is more powerful, or yeah, it's like you're equal, you're balanced, you're equal, and you hold your own power in a different way to maybe a lot of lions that you find around. Maybe you're the only tiger in a pack of lions, Pile 1, Pile 2, so you might have come from Pile 1, and you're supposed to be there. Yeah, there's a massive connection, there's massive understanding in Pile 1, from Pile 1, with what I've just said. You might be the tiger amongst the lions, and there might be a lot of lions wishing that they had your stripes, which makes you feel like you're being boastful, but you're not. You're not flaunting your stripes. You're just walking around, Pile 2, and it's triggering people. And that's okay. Sometimes we are just supposed to claim our power, and you were supposed to claim your power, Pile 2. So stand in your power, keep standing strong, and yeah, own your worth, Pile 2. There might be some people around you that still aren't letting you see your worth, so just walk away. Just walk away from them. And I've got something a little bit different. I've got these bones that I actually rescued from a necklace that I was gifted a really long time ago. I don't know if they're real or not, but I think this is to honor everyone's ancestors that brought in the runes for that type of ancestry. And now I've got these bones to cast. So I'm going to, apologies those that might be listening to headphones, I'm going to shuffle these, well, shake these, and then cast them. There might be a specific word for casting bones, I can't remember. I'm going to read your bones, Pile 2, to finish off your reading. Smile more, Pile 2. Smile and play is your key to forgiveness and happiness at this time. You really need to honor your strength and your soft sensibility, Pile 2. I think some people feel like, it's like I'm hearing like you're a ball breaker, Pile 2, and you're not a ball breaker. Some people just didn't like what you said to them, so they've cast you as a ball breaker. They've labeled you this, that, and the other, but you were just standing in your power, claiming your power, and they didn't like it. And actually, you get to smile now, Pile 2, because yeah, it's like, this is exactly what you were supposed to do. This is exactly what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to take up space. You were supposed to shine. You were supposed to, yeah, be strong, I'm hearing. And I'm actually going to pull some starseed oracles to end your reading, Pile 2, I'm hearing. So apologies in that. Okay, First card that I've got for you is meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet reflective meditation. Yeah, take the time to be sitting with self to receive more messages on moving forward, pile 2. The second card that I've got for you, and yeah, the final card is advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the strings of your heart. I think some of you followed your heart and you got burnt, pile 2. And I'm hearing it's like, now who's laughing, pile 2. I think somewhere along the way some people were really cruel to you, pile 2, and now you get to say, you know, this is me, this is my power, and this is what I'm worth. But I think for you to be able to receive that, you're going to have to get still. Reflect on the moment with love. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. Yeah, have compassion for yourself for what you've already been through, pile 2. Because I'm hearing it's been a lot, and it's taken a lot for you to raise your vibration. You're very connected to the angels, archangels. I was seeing this as wings as I look down. You're very much connected to the angels out there. Pile 2, if that's not something you connect into, or you've been you've taken a step back from that, I'm hearing connect back in with them, because they will help you move forward and to help you smile again, pile 2. You deserve to smile is what I want to share. But that's all I'm getting from your guides, your teams, your speakers of light today, pile 2. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you do feel the calling to be working with me, or to be accessing an extended reading, don't hesitate to reach out. Please do like, share, subscribe this video if you feel like it will help some of those that might be wanting to connect into their ancestors, or yeah, the energies of the divine and the other at this time, pile 2. But yeah, thanks for trusting me, and yeah, I hope to see you again. Take care. Hello, pile 3, this is your reading. Let's see what your spirits, guides, teams, ancestors, guardians wish to say to you with this Samhain celebration. Wow, guardian, guard your energy, number 19. I've never seen this card before. It is a new deck for me, and it's beautiful. The Healing Lagoon in reverse. We've got rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it is safe to stop, and that's in reverse. I'm seeing this as a real sensual image right now. Pile 3. I think I know where this is going. I dropped a card and then I caught it just last minute. Raziel and Intuition. This is from the Atlantis Angels Oracle. Wow. Sacred Boundaries and the Tiger. And yeah, a tiger popped up in another pile. So you might have come straight from that pile, or yeah, you might feel called to that pile. We've got Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. And we've got the Bloom, Creation, Realize, Right Time, Harvest, Celebrate. And that's also in reverse. I'm going to keep it as such, but just for the moment. And the final card that I've got for you is I listen to opposing opinions, and that's in reverse. Pile 3. You're full of power. You are so full of power. You are full to the brim with power, and I think it terrifies some people, pile 3. So I'm hearing it's okay to not have all of the friends in the world right now, pile 3, because I think actually who you are and what you do does scare some people, and that's okay. That's part of their path, that's part of their expansion. But I think you're actually you're waiting for your full soul tribe to come in for you, pile 3, and they're coming. I'm hearing they're coming. You've been calling. Some of you might have been howling at the moon. Some of you might have been howling to, howling, crying, I'm hearing. So sorry that you've been so upset, pile 3. It's like you've lost your momentum at this time. That's what I'm feeling. You've lost your momentum, you've lost your flow. And your teams of light, your guardians, are saying that you will come into full bloom again. Remember that we are in the darkest part, coming into the darkest part of the season. Those are in real time with me. In the northern hemisphere, we are moving into winter. You know, this is a time for turning in. This is a time for retreating, to gather strength, to gather self. And actually you're stacking up on your intuition at this time, pile 3. So continue to set boundaries. Some of you have a real problem setting boundaries because you feel like you take up too much space, and you don't, pile 3. You take up enough space to fill you, to fill your own cup, and to to it's like you take up enough space that is made for you. So remember, you are here to take up space. Everyone is here to take up space, pile 3. And I'm getting a bit irked by this energy, actually, because I think that some people have made you feel bad for speaking out, speaking your truth, taking up space, and shining your light, pile 3. But you were supposed to do that. That's what you came here to do. Your teams are saying you came here to bloom, to blossom. You might be called Blossom. You might have wanted to call your child Blossom. Cherry Blossom, I'm hearing. It's like you came here to balance out the earth, to balance out the energies of this dualistic life that we find ourselves in. And you actually do listen to opposing opinions. I think some people have been saying that you only listen to yourself, pile 3, and if you're an intuitive person, that's exactly what you should do. You should listen to yourself above all else, because you know your true path, you know your true calling, you know what your heart and your soul is guiding you to do. But this doesn't mean that you don't listen to others, pile 3. I think there is some tricky energy going on right now. People are trying to sway you. People are trying to make you feel like you've done something wrong, or, it's like people are just trying to take you off your pedestal because one, they've put you there, pile 2. I don't think you actually want to be on a pedestal. They've put you there, and now they feel lesser than you, but they're the ones looking at you with light, and they're now bringing their shadow whilst looking at your light, but all you're doing is standing in your light, pile 2. So I'm sorry that you're going through this, but know that if you're in such heartbreak, such heartache, things are going to be evened out for you, because, this is karmic justice, this is karmic retribution. These people that might have been saying things about you, they will receive, in divine right time what is, meant for them in that shadow aspect, guiding them back to their own heart self. And this is not to wish, karma upon anyone. We shouldn't do that. Although sometimes, it's okay to, if we're in, we're upset and we're in our shadow. So don't feel bad for that, pile 2. Pile 3, you're so sweet. I think you have like a bad thought about someone or something, and you're like, oh gosh, like I really shouldn't have thought that, and I'm the worst of the worst, and you're not, pile 3. We all have shadow, and it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be upset, it's okay to to think those things, as long as you're not acting out in a horrible way, in a malicious way. It's okay to have inverted bad thoughts sometimes, pile 3. So sweet, honestly. It's making me it's making me laugh a lot inside, because I wish you could see and experience how sweet you are, pile 3, because I just don't think that you're in the capacities to right now, and this is what your teams of light are trying to gift to you, I'm hearing. So with the healing lagoon, rejuvenate and recover, pile 3. It is time to heal. I'm hearing it's not a time to stop, but it's a time for deep healing alongside taking steps every day towards your future. And that's how we should all be living our life, pile 3. We should all be healing from something. All of us are on a path of healing whilst being here. So you should be healing while stepping forward and flipping those energies. It's okay to do one thing one way and then go completely into a state of hermit mood and healing for, I don't know, a couple of days, pile 3. I'm hearing to get into more of a flow of who you are and where you are in your journey. And one day you might be feeling full of energy, really wanting to go, doing this and that, and then the next day you might be flat out. Listen to that, pile 3, because that's okay. I think that's where you find yourself right now. You're having to expand exponentially while still deep healing. So trust that. If some days you feel like I just can't, like I really can't, don't keep pushing forward, because you're actually supposed to be retreating. So the next 3 days you have more energy, you have more power. I'm hearing more power, more fire. Love that song. So trust that. If some days you feel like I just can't, don't. You're not supposed to be pushing through, you're not supposed to be working through. And then you're supposed to be, having those 3 days where you feel really rejuvenated. Then you might be catapulted right back into healing for another day of like downtime, another day I can't look at anything, can't do anything. That's okay, because you're making up for it the next few days, pile 3. So trust where you are at this time. Trust your intuition, actually. It's trusting your intuition to know what you need to do. I think you've been trying to keep going and keep going, and now you're feeling like, oh, actually I feel this this burnout energy again. Your teams of light are saying, yes, this is what we've been trying to let you understand about yourself, is that you switch energy really quickly. Pile 3, that's like a skill of yours. You can be in one energy in 1 minute, one energy in another, and they utilize this within you. Your teams of light utilize this aspect of your soul, because actually this helps you move very, very quickly. You're really agile. Yeah, with the tiger, with the wolf here, you're very agile in the way that you move through journeys of life. Pile 3, you can heal incredibly quickly when you need to, and you move, you shift, you change, you leap. I think some people might have felt left in the dust by you, Pile 3, if I'm honest with you. And these are these people that think you only listen to yourself. Like, they're angry because you've gone, I'm not doing that. You saw the trajectory of what something was going through, and you actually thought, that's not for me. And sometimes you can see the end goal of something and others can't, because you're an intuitive, Pile 3. So if you said no to something, it's because you knew the outcome at the end wasn't going to be for you. And people don't understand that about you, actually, Pile 3. I think that some people might actually watch this and understand you a little bit better if they read this and think this is your pile, because I think they have not understood why you've just completely course corrected or changed your mind or said no to them, or, just been like, I'm not doing that anymore, I don't want to do this anymore. It might have been like what seemed a really fruitful prospect at that time, but you can see further down the line, you can see where it's not going to be helpful for either of you. I'm hearing people think you're selfish, but actually you're helping other people by saying no to them too, Pile 3. You're actually saving them, heartache, pain. You might get a lot of suitors coming towards you that you turn down, Pile 3, I'm hearing. So, don't feel bad for that. It's okay to say no to people. Like you're well within your rights. I think it's because you're such a loving and open person. People just expect you to say yes, which is actually a bit it's a bit unhealthy to think that, actually, Pile 3. So, just be aware of that too, of unbalanced people coming forward and trying to tell you who you are, because actually you're completely in balance, completely in alignment. So if people have been upset by you saying no to them, that's things that they need to sort out within their own life, Pile 3. So remember that too, is what I'm hearing. But be still, Pile 3. Please be still, please soften, please be gentle with yourself, as well as being ferocious. And this fire, this lion, this dragon, this tiger I'm hearing, you're allowed to be also, see where you are in the day. And this can change from morning to noon to night. Every day I try and tune into where I find myself at specific moments, because I have to switch energy too. Sometimes I'm connecting into spirit, sometimes I'm connecting into galactics, and it's completely different energy. And sometimes I have to be really still to receive a message, sometimes I have to be active and doing something to receive a message. So really get back into flow with you. I think you've come out of balance with your flow, because you've been seeing everyone else move in the way that life tells you to move, Pile 3. And remember, you're not here for that. You're here to move in your own way. I'm hearing the Kook song, She Moves in Her Own Way. I'll try and remember to tag the 2 songs. Yeah, songs are coming up in your pile, so you might be, you might just love music, Pile 3. Frequency is very good. Frequency is very good. Sound is a great healer for you, Pile 3. But I've actually got a rune that I'd like to share with you, and it's the rune of Canas, which means torch, and you actually got it in reverse. But I'm hearing that it's almost like you chose to do your path backwards, Pile 3. There is something that you've been going at backwards, and now you're in the understanding of why, or you're just about to be in the understanding of why you did this, because it's going to be most beneficial for you. It's like how do I want to word it? You ace the job before, you ace the task before getting the job, I'm hearing. So it's almost like you completed the task of the job before getting the job. It doesn't make sense, but it does. You completed the task before you got the job. So it's like you've already been doing the job before being gifted the role of the job, Pile 3. And I hope that this makes sense. And I think it is. Depending where you are in your journey, depending what this relates to, but I think that's going to make sense. You've already been gifted, you've been gifted the job without having the position. So however that's going to manifest for you moving forward, it's been the right way to do something for you, because I think actually some people go at it the other way, but that wouldn't have worked for you, Pile 3. So now things are going to feel easier, things are going to feel smoother. It's like you had to be collecting a lot in before you could progress forward. And actually I think some people have progressed and then expand, progress, expand, where you've gone through a massive level of expanse, and now you get to move forward, to continue, just move forward with ease. I'm hearing pile 3, that's it. You get to move with ease. Wow. It feels really complete, pile 3. It feels, it's like you completed something, and now you get to live your life. You've completed something, and now you get to live your life. Wow. Wow. Yeah, you touched the sun already. But I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I've got these bones that I got from a necklace a really long time ago. I don't know if they're real or not. I can't actually find that. But this is to honor everyone's ancestors. I brought in, the runes. I brought in as much as I could, angels, animals, shamanic understandings, water, and starseed systems. I tried to bring in as much as I could, and now I'm casting bones as well, pile 3. So I'm going to cast these bones, and then, do them for you. Everyone in this reading has a connection to a star system. So if you haven't looked into being a starseed, you definitely should, because you've lived a life on a star system. You might not necessarily be a starseed, but you've been connected to a star system this lifetime, and actually that's going to help you propel forward. I'm hearing Sirius A this time. I heard Sirius B in another pile. I'm seeing the Pleiadian star system, but Sirius A is going to help you. And Arcturians are a strong connection for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. And I'm being drawn to the Hathors, and that was another pile, so that's confirmation for you as well. And I'm being drawn to the spiral of life, the spiral of healing, of expanse. And I think that there's been a lot of encrypted messages in your message, pile 3 specifically. There's been encrypted codes within your messaging. You've had them, and they've been specifically for you. It's like I'm actually sending light codes out with my hands now, so some of you will receive this in whatever way you pick up vibration. This is actually to help some of you understand how you pick up vibrations, because I'm sending light codes to you now as I'm speaking. So this is going to help you understand how you connect in with light codes, with light beings, specifically the star system. So however you're experiencing this in your vessel right now, this is how you connect in to star systems, pile 3, and that's going to be different for each and every one of you. So instead of me speaking light language, I'm using my hands as light codes. Some of you do this and you don't realize you do this, or this is confirmation that what you're doing is what you're doing. So trust in that. You send out light codes with your hands. Sometimes you don't have to use your voice, is what I'm hearing, to send out energy, pile 3. So sometimes do that. Sometimes, if people are coming at you with conflict, don't say anything. Just send out codes to them. That will be enough moving forward, especially for those that have been dealing with conflict. Some of you know that you need to be moving quieter now. You've learnt those lessons, and that was something you had to go through. You weren't supposed to be quiet then, but you're supposed to be quiet now. So moving forward, if there's conflict, if there's people coming at you, shouting at you, berating you in any way, just send them light codes from your heart. Even when it's difficult to speak, send them codes. That's it. If it's difficult for you to speak to people, send them codes. They will receive it. They will receive your love. They will receive your guidance. They will receive your answers, even if you can't connect in with them, pile 3. I'm going to shuffle some starseed oracles just to end the reading. Final for you, pile 3. We've got starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant love and light. Raise the vibration of your planet through radiant loving light. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant loving light. And we've got Jupiter and Saturn, I'm hearing. I really hope this card was going to come out. It reminds me of the Sirius star system. Blue star, follow the light of your inner compass. The blue star, it will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. And I think it is Sirius B that has a bit more of a blue tone to it. And apologies, I can't quite remember, but I think it is Sirius B that's a little bit more blue. So that's your confirmation on the Sirius star system as well, pile 3. The last card, final card, surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be in life in the present moment. That's it, pile 3. You're supposed to be getting into your divine flow. And this means the flow of every day. I'm hearing you change energy so quickly, and that's who you are. You're supposed to be shifting energy. You're supposed to be clearing energy left, right, and center, doing this, and that, the other. So allow yourself to flow with every day. Some days will be harder than others. Some days will be slower than others. Some days will be more fast paced. Some days will be, quiet, completely still. You won't want to do anything. Trust in what you feel. Trust that the next day you'll get back up and you'll do extra to make up for the day before. I'm hearing pile 3. So you need to start tuning into your body a lot more, tuning into what your body's telling you, how you're feeling. Specific cues from your body. Start listening to them, because your body keeps a score, which is a book that I'm yet to read. So that's another confirmation for me to definitely read that book. I think it will really help. But your body's telling you things at all times, pile 3, and you're not listening. And actually, for some of you, this is exactly how your teams of light connect into you. And I've just started to get different body signals from my teams of light. And I've just had a confirmation from my star mother and father with that. And they've come in with a new way to speak to me. Which is, it's a whole new way of connecting in for me. And, I'm so grateful for that. So be on the lookout for that too, pile 3, because I think some beings are going to start coming in and connecting with you in different ways, in ways that you've not experienced before, in ways that you weren't asking for or expecting. But it's going to be beautiful for you, pile 3. So thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. That's all that I've got for you today. Please do like, share, and subscribe with anyone. Share with anyone that you might feel will benefit from these messages, wanting to connect in with their ancestors or their galactic teams of light, or just receive some support and guidance at this time. But you're incredibly powerful, pile 3. It's like, don't stop. Some of you want to stop what you're doing, but actually you're completely on track. And it's like you're just about to reach the summit of the sun. Some of you are going to be called to a summit, and you haven't been expecting this. And that's going to mean different things for different people, but some of you are going to be called to a summit and you weren't expecting it. So don't say no, because you're worthy, pile 3. Whatever this next thing is that comes in for you, say yes to it, because you're worthy. 34th birthday, I'm hearing, is actually really significant for some of you here. 34th year. It's like it's backwards. Something's been incredibly backwards for you, pile 3, but you're going to come into the understanding of why. And because you've surrendered so much already, and you'll continue to surrender, is why all of this sun energy and this power is going to continue to be coming in for you. But look into the wolf's energy. Look into wolf energy and the cycles of the moon. That's really going to help you move forward. And connecting into Mother Gaia for healing, and Mother Rose as well, pile 3, and the healing powers of volcanic energy and water, I'm hearing. That's really going to help you. Visiting lost lands, Greece specifically, I'm hearing. Greece and Atlantis have an alignment for you. Pile 3, a real strong alignment. It's whispers in the wind too. You're going to start seeing apparitions, some of you, light codes, everything. Everything's coming in for you that you've been asking for. There's going to be an explosion of energy around you. Accept it, pile 3. This might be a natural disaster that happens very near you, pile 3, and actually the devastation of that is helping you to break free. So some of you might be leaving the country that you're in because there's going to be some form of devastation, and please do not panic about that message that's coming through. It's a surprise to me, this message coming through. So take what resonates. But there's going to be something that erupts, and it's going to help you move forward. And it might not be as extreme as I've said, but for some of you it will be. So be cautious. Listen to some message you've been getting, actually, pile 3. I'm hearing you've already heard this message, so listen to that message and trust and take precautions where you can, pile 3. But that's all from me to you. And from your teams of light. I'm hearing a lot more messages. So if you do feel the corner to be having a personal reading with me, pile 3, please do reach out, because I think there is more for you to know, each and every one of you in this pile. But that's all. Take care.